I think that I'm hoping and I'm fairly confident that that's not going to be necessary, simply because that we have been involved, I have been involved as you can imagine, I have been involved in detail on the preparation, especially in the House, of the budget. And as far as we have been able to examine, there are no projects that are listed there. There are no items that are listed there that are outside of the socio-economic development plan of the Philippines and all the plans derived from that, i.e. kung saan pupunta yung FMR, kung saan pupunta yung school building, kung saan pupunta, all of these are all part of the general plan. So I do not think, for the last time that I saw the last version of the budget, wala namang akong nakita na humihiwalay doon sa plano ng national government. Kaya hindi siguro kailangan mag-veto. Pero tignan natin kasi hindi pa tapos sa proseso. Dadaan pa sa Senado yan, dadaan pa sa BICAM. Titignan natin, titiyakin natin na ganun pa rin ang sinusundan na proseso na dapat nasa ilalim lahat ng ating plano para sa national galing sa national government. And to further encourage transparency, I intend to live stream the BICAM. So that's what I told them already. There is no more small committee. Yung dating ginagawa that they have a BICAM, then they suspend, then there's a small committee. Wala nang small committee. I have the agreement of the Senate President and the Speaker na ganun ang gagawin natin. We will live stream the entire process so that if there are questionable, shall we say, insertions or additions or all that, it will also be clear who made those changes or who proposed those changes, so that people will know. So that is what we have instituted, some new procedures. But you know, the BICAM is actually a public hearing, pero hindi ganun ang nasusunod. So because may small committee, so now it will be all out in the open.
Those of your cabinet members?
We will follow the new rules. We will follow the old rules. These old rules are suspended in the last administration, where the SALN was. It was much easier to get a copy of the SALN and to examine it. And I was quite surprised to find out when I first came into office that was no longer the case. That it was almost impossible, in fact, to get a copy of people's SALN. And so we're just going back to the old procedure, and we will follow that. Whatever happens. Again, my SALN it will be available to whoever would like to kung hingiin sa akin ng ICI, di syempre bibigay ko. Kung hingiin sa akin ng ombudsman bibigay namin.
And will you enjoin your cabinet to do the same?
Yes, of course. Well, I'm confident because I know what we did or did not do. But if they investigate everybody, we follow the evidence, and wherever that leads is not something that we try to direct or influence. That's why we have the ICI. They are an independent commission, and that is their job. And their job is to follow the leads that they receive, and if necessary or if it is justified, that they will now recommend to either the Ombudsman or to the DOJ that cases be filed. So let them do their work. We do not interfere with what they do. Wherever it may lead, sinabi ko na nga yan, wala naman tayong tinatago, wala tayong I know that there are several, the opposition would love to bring me into this, to include me in all of this. But that's politics. That is not to do about corruption. That is to do about politics. Gusto nila akong tanggalin. Yeah, sige, kaya nila gagawin lahat yung mga gagawin nila. Pero, nandyan ang ICI, para silang silang gagawa ng pag-aaral, ng paghabol ng ebidensya, pag-verify sa mga kwento, sa mga sumbong, sa mga impormasyon na natatanggap nila. And I'm confident that whatever mud might be slung at the administration, that we will be able to show that these are politically motivated and do not actually have any validation in fact. In the sense that I know that you have to be very careful to keep everyone as part of the administration and in support of the administration, supportive of the administration. And so we are constantly talking to everyone and saying, we are very open in our discussions, and whoever has any kind of grievance or have any kind of complaints, and who might be thinking of saying that this is not, we no longer agree with the administration, we always go to them and say, what can we do to accommodate your advocacy or some of the things that they would like the national government to do. And so that's what we are doing. And you know, it doesn't serve any. It is dangerous for someone in my position to be complacent, to say, don't worry, everybody's everybody. Kung may reklamo, bukas naman kami. Sige, magreklamo kayo, sabihin nyo sa amin. If it's something that we have to attend to, we will. Because we try to listen to everyone. And so that's the only way. That's the only real way that you can keep the support of people in different sectors. So when you ask me how confident I am, all I can say is that in our assessment, we are still very much, the administration is still very much on solid ground in terms of support from the different sectors of society. However, we work very hard to continue to earn that support from them. We know that because they voted for you in the last election, that nothing will change. Hanggang kamatayan, yan na yun. Hindi naman ganun yan. Politics is a very variable, very volatile exercise. And so, what I can say is that we are confident that the important sectors of society, the power centers of society and of the administration are very supportive still of the advocacies of the administration, the programs of the administration. And we will continue to work very hard to make sure that we are doing what people want. And that's the most important thing.